Hey, what's up, everybody? We cooking some chicken. Yep, it's the last two chicken breasts I had that thawed out from when my freezer went out on me. I couldn't fit everything in the freezer that's down here that come with the truck. I got 4 more burger patties that thawed out. I got to cook those too, and then after that, everything is in the little freezer in the truck. So that's working, so we're doing well. I can eat on this for a couple days. 4 burger patties, 2 chicken breasts. I cut them in half, cooking them over there. Put some water in it, steaming them a little bit. One of them was still a tiny bit frozen. No big deal. So definitely enjoy eating in the truck. Only got 3 seasonings. Well, one of them salt, and yeah, we're doing good. We're not doing bad. I don't only got about 7 hours 57 minutes left on my 70. We're gonna use that to go pick up a load tomorrow. Load of guess it's alcohol. It's from the distillery, so I don't know, it could be anything. You would assume it's alcohol, but if I assume that because I'm new here, I get there, it could be something else. But yeah, so we're gonna pick that up at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully get loaded pretty quick. Might get there, I'm gonna get there a little bit early, 30 minutes or so early. Maybe I can start getting loaded, get out of there. Then we're gonna figure out a place to park on a Friday night, and for me to do my 34-hour restart. Then we'll take off again. Hopefully by 8 o'clock Sunday morning, we'll be hitting the road, and we'll make it to Laredo sometime probably Monday afternoon-ish. I'm not sure. I haven't looked to see. I gotta see how far I make it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to find 2 or 3 different places to pull over, since it will be late. Make sure I have a place to park, and then we'll do the restart. I'm gonna go in here to Love's tomorrow morning whenever I get up. Can't leave until around 2 or so. Appointment's at 4. I'm about an hour away, so give or take. Truck GPS might say I'm further away, so maybe I might end up leaving at 2, and you might get there at 3:15, 3:20. That's fine. I mean, that's 30-40 minutes early, but I did have another driver tell me that they do load early if it's ready, but I don't want to judge getting there too close to the appointment, and I don't want to be late. I don't like being late. I know if you're early, using your clock, but you want to be there on time. So that's what we're doing now. We're gonna eat good tonight. Eat some chicken. I probably won't even eat a whole one of those. I cut them in half, butterflied them to cook them, so probably just eat a half of one tonight, and then tomorrow I might have a burger patty, maybe 2 of them, 1 or 2 with about 3 or 4 eggs. That sounds good. I'll eat that tomorrow. And what else are we doing? That's it. I used the top bunk. I actually took all my clothes out of my bag and stacked them up here. I kind of like it. I don't really have, there's not shelves. There's a spot right here, but it's like storage for me. And then this up here, I got stuff in. So we're just using this up here on the top bunk as a dresser. I don't mind it. It's not like I'm sleeping up there. So yeah, everything's all folded up. Yeah, I was at the terminal today in Louisville. I had to take my dirty tank up there, pick up a clean tank, and while I was there, laundry's free. This truck stop does not have a washer and dryer, and I wasn't in a big rush today. I mean, I could have left. If I wouldn't have done laundry I'd have been down here probably about 2 hours sooner. Then there would have been probably more parking. But even if they would have had laundry, you know, it costs money to do laundry. And the ones at the terminal seemed pretty clean. They were clean. At the truck stops, it all depends. Most of them get kind of, you know, I'd rather PC to a laundromat on a 34, but I don't know how the company feels about dropping tanks. You can't do it. Plus, it'll, I'm almost positive it's going to be a hazmat load, so, I mean, it should be, right? I said I was going to a distillery, but like I said, you know, if I assume, I'll just be wrong. So, being hazmat, I won't be able to get away from it, and you're not going to drive into town with it and park at a laundromat. So, yep. Saving dollars where dollars count. Since I wasn't in a rush today, laundry was free. They actually got a nice shower there too. It's in the men's restroom. I mean, it's closed off. You know, it's like a stall door, but the shower's got a wall. It's but it's nice. Somebody said they remodeled it, I guess maybe early this year, last year sometime. But like I say, I'm happy to have running water. So even if the water was cold, I would have still took a shower. And I was able to shave. So not bad, man. It's a good day. Every day's a good day. It's Thursday. That means it's Thursday. That means it's a good day. And we are there. You see somebody in the camera walking around, huh? Where are you going, buddy? At least they weren't coming to say hi to me. Yeah, I need to check my food, actually. Turn it up just a tad. Make sure it's done. Picky when it comes to chicken. It's hard to cook it perfect because I like to make sure it's done, but I don't want to dry it out. So you guys have a great day, and we're gonna keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other, doing as much as we can do, and as much as they give us, and what we can do with it. So yeah, y'all have a great day, great night, and maybe we'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure if once I get to maybe 50 subscribers, I believe I can go live. Maybe I'll do some lives at night while I'm cooking food, talking to everybody, sharing my experience here at Oakley. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I just hope they keep me running, you know what I mean? I got a family to support, so I'd like to hear some of your guys' experiences on the road, if it's slowed down or any. A lot of people are saying it's kind of slow everywhere, but I think it just varies, and it depends on how you run. So if you're a hard runner and it's not slow for you, well, that's good. Some people are saying it's kind of slow here. I don't know, man. You know, I'm OTR, so regional guys, maybe it's different for them. I'm not sure how far they're going out, how much they want to go home. But if you're out for 3 weeks, you're technically kind of OTR. But if you're just running a certain area, I don't know. So I'm OTR. I go all 48, Canada, wherever they want to send me. So hopefully it don't slow down for me. The appointments kind of spread out a little bit. I don't like that, but you know, like I said, we're making the best of it. We're staying positive. Just starting here, so you know, you gotta, you know, put some time in and before you can actually see how it is, because you know how trucking, you know, 1 week, you know, it changes all the time. So but I'm not going anywhere, not unless they starve me, you know. I start taking home $1,000 a week after taxes, I won't be able to stay here. So that's not worth it. Even if I wanted to stay here, it's not, to me it's not worth it. I set my standards high, and I don't think it's unreasonable. I haven't been out here 20 years, but I got over 6 years of Class A experience. I got a clean driving record, spotless, nothing on it. My hazmat, passport, TWIC. So, I set an amount that I think is fair, and I set an amount, where I can justify being away from my family. I can't make $1,200 a week and justify being away, like being OTR. I don't think it's worth it. Everybody's financial situation is different, and maybe there's some people that's not out here for the money, but if I'm away from my family, I like to maximize my time. I like to do I like to work. I don't want to be out here having a good time. If I'm on a 34, I'm not going riding roller coasters or to the zoo, or I'm not trying to go do anything fun without my family. So I understand, there's rules and laws, and we're taking a 10 and a 34, and that's fine, but I need to hit that amount that I want to make to support my family. It's not like we're living outside of our means. My wife's not driving a $80,000 SUV at home, or whatnot. So, but yeah, so I'd kind of like to see what some of you guys think and whatnot. I mean, of course, everybody wants to make the big bucks, but do you settle for less because you like where you're at? And but even if you like where you're at, you still got to be able to pay your bills, and everyone's bills are different. I got a side-by-side I bought 1.5 years ago, and yeah, I wish I wouldn't have. It's a car payment, but I was at my other company, and everything was good, and stuff changes. Mostly a lot of stuff changed because I quit trucking in March to go home and be with my family. And when I went home, I took a huge pay cut. And money's not everything, but you need it to pay the bills. So I stuck that out for about 4 months, and I just couldn't make it work anymore. And then I went to Wheeler Trucking in Michigan. And speaking of, they called me back to work last Saturday, and I'm already at Oakley, and even if I wasn't here, I would have went back to my old company, and I wouldn't have went to Wheeler. So, but I was there, 2 weeks, and they laid off 36 drivers. So, and then you're off work for another 2 weeks before starting this. And when you have a family to take care of, it doesn't take long for stuff to, this is due, that's due, and you're not working. But everything always works out, right? Hopefully. Oakley's going to work out. And I really feel like this is a great company. There's 1 or 2 people that have something to say about it, and and that's at every company, and there's people that feel a certain way. There's always 2 sides to a story. Like I said, if you're not getting good miles, is it because you don't like to run hard? You have to pull over by 4 o'clock every day, and you don't wake up and start your clock until 8? Are you afraid to run after dark? Or, does the company just not give you miles? If half the company's running super hard and the other half is barely running at all, I mean, whose fault is that? Do you shut down early? Are you late for pickups, late for deliveries? Like I said, I know people that only work from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., or I used to know people that did that, and I haven't talked to them in 4 or 5 years. And there's people now that only work from like 8 to 4 or 8 to 5. And, you know, if their pickup is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they're pulling over by 4 to get loaded. And, you know, so everybody's different in how they run and how they, you know, maximize their time out here, and whatnot. So yeah, but I like it. You know, like I said, these are good runs that they're giving me. You know, I wish the pickup was earlier and not at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I feel almost feel not really useless. I don't feel productive. You know, I'm going to be parked for, I don't know what time it is now, 7 o'clock. So I'm going to be parked for like 20 hours before I pick up. So it makes me feel like you get itching, you want to go. You got time, let's use it, let's go, get it done with. But, you know, we can't always have it our way. They did tell us, they said, this is your ship, you control it. I don't believe that. I believe it that they told us that, but I don't do that. You know, you know, if I got time and if I got miles and I got hours, I'm driving. I mean, I don't like to drive all night either. I mean, that's some of the best driving is night driving because there's less traffic. You won't hardly hit any backups. I mean, there's a lot of construction that happens at night too. So depending on where you're at and what time of night it is, and it shuts down to one lane, you could be in a backup. But yeah, daytime is worse. But I don't mind driving. I don't mind driving till 1, 2 in the morning and then going to sleep. But I also like waking up at 1, well, not necessarily 1, but 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. You know, everybody knows that's kind of the best time to take off. You're parking, you're always gonna find the spot for the most part. But I mean, if you're parking at 1, 2 in the morning too, people are leaving. You know, if you're parking by 2 o'clock, there's people that take off. You know, I like to get up early and take off. So, you know, but there's spots all the time. It just depends. You know, like my buddy says, you drive around the lot once or twice, people are always coming and going, you know. People always have different appointments to get to. And I bet you a bunch of people here, you know, that they come and go all hours of the day. 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, there'll probably be a few spots open. But yeah, man, like I said, you know, I have no plans. You know, I just started here, so you know, it's good. I have no plans to leave, but I'm happy to be pulling a tank. I think it fits me. I've been wanting to do it for a while. I'm happy to be doing it, and you know, there's only two ways that I won't be working for Oakley, or you know, that's if they fire me, or if they don't give me enough to eat. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, I got a big family. It's not their fault I have a big family, but you know, I have to work and take care of them. So if I only gross $1,500 a week, then I'm gonna call them and I'm gonna ask them and be like, hey man, I can't. I need more. Like, you're gonna have to work me. They can look at my clock. They can see I'm not wasting time. It does take a week or so to get used to it. It's different. I mean, it's not hard, but sometimes you hit the button, you go off duty and it don't go, and then you still got to learn how to edit the logs, and you can click on it and split it, and so but I'm getting it down packed. I'm enjoying my time here. As long as they feed me the miles, you know, I'm a runner, man. Like I said, if I'm away from my family, I want to work. But with that being said, I'm brand new. I haven't even been in my truck on the road for a week. So just sharing my experience, sharing a little bit about my life, you know, how I feel about work, and what I feel like I need to hit a certain goal to make it worth it to be out here. So, you know, there's no bad reflection towards Oakley at all. You know, like I said, so far I've been here. They're a great company. 9 out of 10 people here absolutely love it, and there's a lot of people that's been here for 6 years, 10 years, and over 10 years. So, you know, I mean, it should say something, I reckon. And they're not a huge company. I think they got 600 and some trucks. It's still kind of like a bigger company, but you know, the good thing about that is, you know, it should be big enough to keep you moving. And like I said, man, alcohol, people aren't going to stop drinking. I mean, some people do, and that's okay to be a quitter, because you know, if you want to quit drinking, good for you, and congratulations if you have. But you know, that keeps us busy. And all the food grade stuff we haul, I mean, America's gonna eat, man. We a big old country, big in more than one way. People like to eat here, including myself, and so that should stay busy. This year's just an off year, man. I think it's an off year for everybody, unless maybe you're lucky, and I feel lucky. You know, like I said, I've only not even been here a week, but all my runs have been really good. But somebody else that works here sees my video and they'll be like, why is the new guy getting runs? I'm not. I don't know, man. Maybe you don't like to run hard. I don't know. I think we just got to make it through November, and then we'll see how everything goes. And, you know, hopefully we don't get pulled into a war. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I think we should just leave that alone. I think the U.S. should just keep their nose out of it, but, you know, anyways, we're not going to go there. You guys have a great night. I hope you're doing well. I wish you well, wish your family well, wish your friends well. You know, I hope everything's going good for you. Sending my best to all of you. People in North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, still recovering. You know, and I want to include all the other people, you know, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, whoever got hit by it. I'd like to include all of them. I do believe North Carolina, Tennessee got it the worst, but everybody's North Carolina, Tennessee, and it. You know, I don't want them other people to feel like they've been forgotten. So I'm sending my best to everybody. And then Milton, I seen something that Milton put off like 20 tornadoes or something last night when it come through. That's crazy. I haven't even had time to watch any videos. That's the only thing I've seen because my wife told me. So I don't know how bad the damage was. I heard that part of the stadium had part of the roof ripped off. So I'm sending my best to all the people in Florida too. And you know, I hope everybody's well. We'll see you guys later, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. If you would, you know, give me a subscribe. I'll make it to 50 and go live when I'm cooking. And yeah, anyways, this is my journey with Oakley. This is my journey with myself, and we're doing it. It's life. Doing this thing called life. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make the best of it, and we're gonna keep moving. Anyways, peace out. We'll see you later. Take care. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. If you fall down, get back up and keep walking.